Greetings and salutations, I am Keb. Welcome back to this Let's Play of Victoria 2 as the Russian Empire. Yeah, it's been a few weeks since the last points of playing in this game. But in the interest of full disclosure, I did load up the save yesterday and play for a few years. But I royally screwed up. I'll leave it at that. Basically, I kind of blew the scramble to Africa because I've kind of forgotten how that is actually done. And I also blew a few wars, and yeah, things didn't go well. So rather than pick up that disastrous thing, I'm gonna do a time warp here and just return to the same starting point I was at yesterday. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, when you fail so miserably at the scramble for Africa, you kind of want to do over. So put it like that. And my biggest failure is just not understanding the point of colonial power, which we have very little of, because that is dependent on your navy and the naval bases, which I haven't done anything at all about. So yeah, and well, from this save we have very little time to prepare, but at least we have a chance. So we'll see. And of course, maybe I can just avoid the other calamity I had, which was to, well, ruin our army structure and sort of get crushed in a war. So yeah, I'm doing a time warp here. Sorry about that. This is what happens when the game doesn't have Iron Man. At any rate, yeah, colonial power, that stems from naval bases, which I have not built many of at all, and also from your fleet, and of course I have no fleet whatsoever. So we'll have to do some major adjustments, and we have to do so rather quickly. And to do that, we need to fund the whole process. We also need to increase military spending. Yeah, this is going to be dramatic, I know. Populations are going to scream. But that's how we're going to do this. We just need an absolute ton of naval bases. And they cost a fortune to build. So we'll start here. You can only have one naval base in any state, so we'll have to see if we can find the few states that do not have naval bases yet. Oh, can't I do that because... No, it's already in Turkey. Okay, fine. Up here. Northern Finland, I can build a base. This is the most populous ones, we go there. Let's see now, Karelia, I can probably go with. So few people, 300 people. I'm honestly not sure if there's any extra ability or purpose to where you build a naval base exactly within a state. I'm not entirely sure if there is a point. Let's go with the interior there. And of course, Arkhangelsk. Thought I just did our... Oh, right, not the state. Not many people in the state. Suppose this is where we're gonna go. Okay. The problem is that naval bases take 3 years to build. So, yeah. That's one thing. The next is, of course, that we're still stuck with our avant-garde intelligentsia, which causes naval research to take ages. I mean, the bonus to culture tech is nice, not that we have anything right now, but if we're gonna do the scramble for Africa, we really need more naval bases, this tech, and we also need to push down to the iron steamers and unlock ironclads. And of course, by the time we do that kind of stuff, the scramble for Africa will already have begun. So we'll be very late to the party. quite possibly. That could be disastrous, but of course. Yeah, I didn't read up on that stuff in advance. Certainly not enough, as much as I should have. So, we're going to have to deal with that. So, we probably should switch out of our tech system as well. So, we're going to do that. We're going to restore the academia. We lose some prestige. We lose prestige points and research points for the next 10 years by switching out, but I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. So we're going to do that. I'm not going to go with Defender of Eastern Christendom just yet. But I am tempted to do so, because it gives prestige and stuff. But it will also get one of the great powers to challenge us and potentially get started a war. And we're not quite ready for that. Because our armies are fairly unbalanced. And we have to deal with that as well. We have started construction of artillery, so that'll definitely help. So I'm not going to start more construction of that until I have all my naval bases up and running. So we will start the clock again, I guess, and we will see. We're also waiting for the truce with Ethiopia to end. Why can't I see your diplomatic menu? Ugh. Yes, we have a truce. Why can't I see the truce from here? Arg. There we go, show wars. There we go. Truce with us until March of this year. So 2 months, the truce will be up. We will be able to start fabricating on Ethiopia and take more land. And of course, we're also considering intervening with Egypt. We'll see if we can do that. So, onwards we go. Again. Well, at least for me, it's again. Yeah. See, we are gonna lose a ton of money because of market swings. That's okay. And okay, let's see. Repay all loans. Didn't take that much, but it was enough. Our population are gonna be bled dry, I know, but we need it. We need it so we can get our naval bases up and running ASAP. Let's see now, all the states. Can we have a state map mode? Region. Well, that's near enough, I suppose. We have a naval base in that, and all those states are building naval bases. We need a naval base down here. And you have a naval base there. Already level 2. We have a naval base in Sevastopol. There. Another one in Mariupol, probably. We also need one over here. Why can't I build one in this? Oh, it's not a port province, so there we go. Let's wait for a moment just to see. Another port there. We'll see if we can do this and do maybe become ready. Who knows? That is probably the Ottomans, yeah. And I don't think I can build inland, right? Yeah, inland is not a port province. So we can't do anything there. We don't have any ports south of there. It'll only count those ports that are in core territories, so there's no point in building in colonies in Africa. But we can build up here, I think. Or not. Oh, we need the money, of course. We are taxing our population quite heavily. They're not going to be fond of that. It's just how it's going to be. Okay, we got the next level of artillery. Lovely. I would have loved to get more of the techs here, improve our army, but that ain't in the books. Same for improving our techs. We really just need to get, well, first of all, the ability to increase our naval base to size 3, because you need size 3 in order to build the big ships. So it doesn't matter if we take this tech second. Yeah, this now costs about 10,000 research points instead of like 14,000. So that's why we changed our research systems. I think that's going to be okay. Just minus 1%. That's not much when you have priority plus 134%, so I think it's going to be fine. Of course, we also have to be careful because we need to get to April 69. Yeah, we need to get to machine guns ASAP. That's even more important. So we might actually just have to research this one done, then switch over to army or then nothing. Save up the points and get machine guns ASAP and see if we can spark this tech. So we can get a slight head start on the other powers. So we'll see if we can maybe get this to work. Let's see. Not many people here, like 100 people. Ah, there we go. Naval base there, and we need a naval base in Kamchatka somewhere. Most populous province in Kamchatka is... it looks like the outer one. Fine. Naval base there as well. And we did take this one, and it is a core. So a naval base here would also be beneficial. Russian Hokkaido, yeah. With the whole 900 people. Let's see now. Alaska is not a core territory. It is just a colony, so a naval base there would not serve us. Unless we can somehow convert it into a state at some point. So, well, maybe there is a point then. Just in case. Okay, fine, we'll create a naval base in Dutch Harbor. There we go. We do have some ports down there. That's mostly for range purposes. Let's see now. If I understand correctly, the most interesting provinces to colonize are the ones down there. Unfortunately, we can't get there right away. And that is kind of sucky. Let's see, can I see that region? Yoruba States, the Niger Delta. I believe that is the area we really want to get to ASAP. Could be wrong. Lots of pops here. I don't know if we can though, we'll see. We can't declare war on Sokoto as long as... Well, actually we can. They are protected by the US. But I do believe we still can attack them. And I might do that. I'll have to see. First up now is Ethiopia, then probably Egypt if I can swing it. It depends a bit. We do have a truce with Egypt as well until February 71. We shall see. And of course there's the Defender of Eastern Christendom. I really want to finish the Egypt one before Defender of Eastern Christendom. Because if we get into that and let's say Germany decides to kill us for it. They're allied to the UK, so that would not be interesting for us. Let's see, we are not currently allied with Spain. In Brazil, not exactly the powers that'll save us. Other great powers. Italy is pretty far down the list on powers now. Yeah, I'm not sure. France has lost a fair bit of strength. Yeah, Germany and the UK, they are most certainly the most powerful ones. And of course the UK is mostly powerful because of leaders. Oh. Okay, so they don't have that much points for capital ships after all. I thought they were going to be quite high just because of that. In standing army, Germany is actually ahead. And we are behind Germany, I believe. Yeah. We're behind all of them. We shall see. Let good times roll, and let's see where we end up this time. But yeah, I'm making a lot of money now, and all this money is gonna go into shuffling our armies a bit. Because I am building, let's see, quite a bit of artillery. We're gonna need a lot more. I'm also gonna train, let's see, a few engineers. Might as well go from our Asian pops, I think. Let's see, that's 5 engineers. We have 1, so there we go. 7 engineers from Asia. They'll form up eventually. And we also need more artillery. These pops are fairly small, and I don't like that. Hopefully I'm not going to blow the budget completely now. 3. That's 5, 6, 7, 8 for now. Another 10. There we go. Start with that for now. That's going to cost a fortune. Should at least, maybe not. Of course, now they have to try to buy all of that stuff up. Yeah, probably should not tax the rich as much as I just did. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it back to a little bit. We have... I do want a surplus, and we desperately need a surplus, even though... Okay, like so. That should be okay. I could, of course, start building ships. These ships will also add to our colonial power, but they cost a fair bit to maintain. And ideally, we want better ships. We can actually build commerce raiders. It doesn't say here how many points they contribute. I know that ideally we want ironclads, but I don't think we'll be able to actually build those in any significant number. Certainly not in time. So, I think... Oh, we only have these ports. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna build some commerce raiders. That's 8 commerce raiders. No, that's good. Let's see, that's... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, fine, build those 6. Another 2 in Asia. Sure, build 1 in Africa as well. That's a lot of commerce raiders. We need more. They cost what to maintain? £11 a day. Ooh. £11 a day for supplying those, but only 8 for man of war. Okay, let's see. Speed 6 miles per hour. No, kilometers per hour. 8 attack, 4 hull points. 58 firing range. They have considerably higher speed, better evasion, longer firing range. 5, 6 in terms of attack and hull. So they have more hull than the men of war. Huh. Less attack, of course, but... yeah, okay, fine. We're gonna stick with the commerce raiders. I'm gonna build twice in all those. There we go. 18 commerce raiders. That's gonna give us a few points at least. It is gonna cost us a fortune, but that's how it's gonna be. So we'll see if we can swing this. And this should be the end of the truce with our friend in Ethiopia. So let's start justification of war. I never quite understood this. So, if I read the wiki correctly, established protectors should be the same thing as concede state. I'm uncertain here. So, this means we annex the civilized country, right? But that's the entire country? And this is... Okay, so demand concession means a single territory, single colony. Established protectorate. I'm suddenly uncertain here. Will this CB allow us to take the whole country? Wasn't that what we did earlier with one of the other miners and failed? I don't recall. That's not really interesting. Sphering, not interesting. I think I'm gonna play it safe. I'm suddenly uncertain. I need to go look at that up. Because if established protectorate basically gives us way more territory, then we should have done that before. Humble. But I don't dare risk doing it now anyway, because we have very high infamy. So we're gonna go with the demand concession. Justify that war goal. I would so like to get Sokoto out of the US sphere. I'm not sure if the US would defend them if I attacked Sotoko. I really don't. But if they did, we'd kind of be in trouble. Because we can't really do anything with the US. Whereas they can certainly take Alaska. We'll see. One thing at a time. Precision work. Oops, not what I wanted to click. Machine parts factories. Excellent. We are getting new armies. I think I want to send them all southward. Can I set a rally point for all units? Enable as rally point. Yes, please. Yeah, that's fine. You go there and merge, and we will sort out our armies as you are being built. Yep, you know, going to the merge point. Excellent. And all the fleets will also go to their merge points here. That's good. So now we're trying to buy all the goods necessary to build these things. It's gonna take a while, I guess. Darn it, it's gonna go slower, and we were discovered. 3 infamy, that's okay. Civil violence. Intervene eventually. Let the militancy drop a bit. Let them kill each other. Sounds like a good plan. Cottage industry, yeah, let's kill the militancy, that's always beneficial to us. Once we've upgraded our armies somewhat, hopefully I'll be braving a war or two. Okay, so let's see here. We want to make at least a few regiments that are decent. I think I want to switch around so that we have our dragoons. Let's see. Close. I want the one dragoon from you, and I want your dragoon and your infantry. And here we have quite a bit of artillery. Let's bring them over. You have a engineer. I want that, and at least 2 of your infantry. Let's see if we can make one proper army at the very least. There's an extra artillery there. You can go. And you as well. There we go. I'm going to need... Well, ideally I'd like to supplant all the... what are they called? The cuirassiers with dragoons. And I do want some engineers as well. In all these small groups. We shall see. Keep boosting relations with Germany. I'm not sure if it's going to help, but... You never know. Oh, right. We also have the focuses. I should probably have a look at those before I forget them. Bureaucrats. You are still trying to get Turkmenia up to the proper level. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Let's be honest. I don't think it's... Same thing here, which is the colonial possession. Symmetry at 0.63. It might happen. It might. It's very unlikely. We are encouraging clerks up in the Urals. I should probably switch to the factory mode. Urals. I think that's not what we should go for here. We probably want to get the workers after all. The steel mill is in bad need of workers after all. There's also a dramatic shortage of workers in... Actually both in Moscow and in Luhansk. Can I set the focuses right here? I can. Excellent. Ingria, I don't need you. I'm gonna set focus on craftsmen in Moscow instead of in Ingria. And you know, I'd like for... I would love it if these states of ours actually became... the colonies actually became states, but I don't think that's ever feasible for most of them. Sadly. Clerks here. Yeah, I think I want to switch over to craftsmen now. There. And I definitely need craftsmen here. Okay, I'm gonna leave one of them there. The one with 63% up here. I'm gonna see if this can possibly become a full state. But I really don't think that's in the cards. Sadly. There just aren't enough pops of the proper type here. So we don't have any reasonable population to convert into bureaucrats there. It is just very hard to make a colony a state unless you're the United States. Then it's feasible because of the way immigration and assimilation works. But to do so over here on the steppes or in Alaska, Alaska might actually work because there are quite a few Russians there. But yeah, pretty much the things we take, and of course all of Africa, it ain't gonna happen. They're gonna remain colonies throughout the entire game. Yeah, okay, so we know I shifted those. That's fine. We are building all the naval bases. These railroads, I don't think were started by us, so our pups are doing things there. Excellent. Demand concession is go, which we will do immediately. We want Dongora. I don't need to call my allies. There we go. Proceed, we turn on Ethiopia. Now we just need to smash him dead. I want to go straight for his capital. I don't think we need anything else. So let's see, we've moved quite a few units here. Let's merge them together. What do we have? We have 7 artillery plus a... Yeah, there we go, 1 engineer. So that's 7 in the back row. And we have 5 infantry, and that's okay. So I want 1 more infantry and 1 more artillery. And you're all cavalry. Ah, come on, let me select you. So yeah, I'm gonna do this kind of shuffle and just make a better army. More or less. I'm gonna need to move these guys down here as well, so that we can be ready to actually make a proper army. So yeah, the idea here, I need infantry on the front line. I need at least 2 cavalry units to do flanking attacks and do recon, which is what the dragoons do. That should make occupation of territory quicker. And of course we want a full back row of support units, which would be artillery and engineers. Engineers should also, I believe, speed up the attack on forts, and they also, yeah, they have a siege value, unlike anything else. So I think they are worthwhile. 1 engineer, ton of artillery. You have 6 of them now, I think, yes. 6 artillery, we need 7 artillery and 1 engineer. So 8 frontline units, 8 back row units. I'm not sure about our combat width. What is our combat width at this point? Okay, in order to get better siege efficiency, we need more engineers. Because we need, what's it like? 1 engineer per 8, 9 units, something like that. So of course we could add 2 engineers. Then they would have 100% siege efficiency. And that's a lot of engineers, and they don't do much damage, I think. Could be wrong. Attack 4, defense 7. And I believe it's modified by their support number. So they do only half of that, as long as they're in the back row. Whereas artillery does 250% of their attack and defense values when they are in the back row. So yeah, you really want a balance there. I think it's going to be fine like that. And we're going to try to rebalance all our armies into this, and we're going to try to make them have roughly 50 in weight, because that is more or less our current supply rate, I think. At least in home territory. Am I mistaken here? Supply limit 37 with 4th Army. 31 in parentheses. Are you taking attrition right now? You're not. I'm not sure. Something odd there. But yeah, I'm going to try to make proper armies like this. They could potentially be wider, I don't know. Is there anywhere I can see my combat with? There we go, 25. 25? So you're telling me that if I actually fought a battle, I could have 25 units wide? Ouch. Ah, well, I don't think we can ever actually match that. Because if we try to do that, the armies would die from supply consumption, or other local supply. So, yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Let's see, how is our production going? We're still trying to buy stuff. especially steamer convoys, they just aren't available. Canned food, yeah, the demand, we can't get the stuff we need. Ugh, unfortunate. We're gonna need quite a lot more artillery, I think, rather than what we currently have. Yeah, so we're gonna build even more artillery. If we can find some good provinces. That one seems fine. I'm trying to find the high pops, essentially, so that they can actually take casualties. More artillery, we need more. Okay, let's do that for now, and we still need to actually get the materials, so... Okay, I'm going to take a short break here, I think, and we will continue fixing our armies. We're going to continue attacking Ethiopia, and we're going to continue planning for the scramble for Africa, and see if we can do something better than what I did in my small mistake run yesterday. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching.